For over 1,000 standard cycles, the Varn Dominion held absolute control over the Orion sectors. With a fleet spanning hundreds of star systems and technology refined by millennia of warfare, they had crushed every rival, absorbed every minor power, and dismissed all warnings of potential threats beyond the core systems. To them, the stars were settled. There were no more unknowns, only the expected passage of time as their borders expanded further. And then, out of nowhere, a single ship appeared. It was not Varn. It wasn't of any known species. It bore markings in a script unknown to any Dominion scanner. It emerged not from a gate, but from a spacefold rupture, a method of travel thought to be theoretical and unstable. Its name was painted boldly across its side: Dawnbringer, the outpost commander of Varn Station 9, a being named Kural, watched the unknown ship with bemusement at first. Scans suggested high-density hull plating, but no major energy spikes or weapons deployed. Just one ship, alone, moving slowly. Kural sent a standard warning. Unknown vessel, you are in Varn territory. Power down and prepare for inspection. The ship did not reply. He sent another. Still no reply. Annoyed, Kural ordered the station's defense grid to go active. Around him, his bridge crew moved efficiently. Fighters launched. Cannons charged. The display of force was overwhelming, enough to force any rational species to submit. The Dawnbringer still did not stop. Then, without fanfare, it opened fire. No warning. No build-up. Just pure, calculated destruction. In less than 9 seconds, all 3 squadrons of Varn fighters were gone, reduced to dust by kinetic weapons moving at relativistic speeds. Kural's bridge shuddered as the first impacts hit the station's outer hull. "We're under attack," someone shouted. From "One ship?" another said in disbelief. Kural stared at the tactical readout. Nothing made sense. Their scanners couldn't track the projectiles in real time. Their automated countermeasures missed. The Dawnbringer wasn't just powerful, it was faster than anything they'd ever seen. Its targeting systems were flawless. Varn. Station 9 never sent a third message. When word reached the Varn High Command, it was treated as an error. One ship? Impossible. But the attacks continued. 2 more outposts fell within a solar cycle, then a battleship group, then a command platform orbiting the gas world of Theralon, obliterated by a single barrage before it could even raise its shields. Every time, it was the same ship, the Dawnbringer. Varn leaders gathered to discuss what had become a growing crisis. Some demanded full deployment of their core fleets. Others insisted it was a rogue AI or a stolen prototype. But one ancient strategist, General Lenore, spoke with a voice rarely heard in their polished halls. "This is not an error. This is not luck. This is design. And whoever designed that ship is not from the Dominion." He leaned forward, claws tapping the table. "We are not facing pirates. We are facing a species that planned for this." Eventually, a captured data node from a burned-out colony revealed the truth. The humans, a species from the Sol region, previously dismissed as primitives, their home system far from any known trade route. The Dominion had cataloged them once, centuries ago during a brief exploration of fringe space, then ignored them. No longer. The humans had evolved in secret, built in silence, watched, listened, and waited. And now they had arrived, not with diplomacy, not with petitions, but with purpose and power. The Varn assembled their most elite fleet, 37 capital ships, thousands of drones, and escort vessels. They positioned themselves in the Terrath expanse, a choke point they believed no vessel could pass through unnoticed. There they waited. On the 7th day, the Dawnbringer arrived. It didn't come alone. 2 more human ships followed, sleek, black-hulled vessels with names equally poetic. Skyfire and Judgment Day, the Varn commander, Grand Marshal Rule, opened a wideband channel. "This is your only warning, turn back. You do not understand the fire you are playing with." The human ship responded at last. A voice, calm, low, resolute, echoed across the stars. "You burned. Colonies we warned you to leave alone. You enslaved people under your banner and called it order. You ruled space unchallenged. But that ends now. The battle was unlike anything recorded in Dominion history. Human ships moved as if gravity didn't apply. Their hulls shimmered with reactive plating, bending energy like it was cloth. Every shot they fired landed. Every move they made was precise. The Varn fought with all their might. It wasn't enough. Over half their fleet was reduced to wreckage in minutes. When the Judgment Day launched its fusion spear, a weapon that converted mass into cascading bursts of antimatter, the flagship of the Varn disintegrated mid-command. Rule's final words were simply, "What have we awakened?" After the battle, the humans didn't pursue. They didn't declare conquest. Instead, they left a message etched into the ruined remains of the Varn fleet, carved into steel and burned into satellites. We are not your subjects. We are not your prey. We are humanity. And we are done waiting. From that moment on, galactic politics shifted. The Varn Dominion, still powerful, began to withdraw from its outer systems. Treaties once ignored were quietly honored. Borders were redrawn. No one knew how many human warships existed. Some said dozens. Others whispered of an entire hidden fleet deep in the Sol system, beyond any scanner's reach. But one thing was clear. The age of human silence was over, and the galaxy would never be the same again.